Hey guys, Reviewz here for my first review of 2014, with a look at Beyond Good and Evil that was originally released in 2003 for the PlayStation 2, Xbox, GameCube and PC, developed and published by Ubisoft. Beyond Good and Evil is an action-adventure platforming game with both puzzle solving and stealth elements. You play as Jade, a reporter who gets pulled into an alien conspiracy that threatens to destroy the mining planet of Hylas. The planet is also under a military dictatorship called the Alpha Sections. However, despite their promises to protect the population from the alien Dom Zed, it becomes clear that they have a far more nefarious purpose. The game incorporates a number of mechanics such as exploration and stealth, where the player controls Jade from a third-person perspective. The main focus of the game sees you breaking into various installations and using a camera to take photo evidence, slowly trying to expose the conspiracy. Jade uses her staff to attack enemies, as well as using discs for ranged attacks. Health can be restored by eating food. The main city serves as the game's hub, giving you access to the different areas you need to explore. The non-linear approach gives Beyond Good and Evil a degree of freedom, which I appreciated, although the overall structure did feel constraining at times. Aside from the main story, there are also a number of side quests Jade can take part in, such as taking pictures of different species for some extra cash, and various minigames offered by characters that you meet, such as hovercraft racing. Speaking of the hovercraft, it is your main mode of transportation to travel across the world, and can be upgraded by using pearls, collected throughout the game by completing missions, buying them, and filling in the animal directory. Visually, the game goes for a cartoony aesthetic, similar to Timesplitters with well-designed character models and decent texture quality. The graphics aren't mind-blowing, but they get the job done. The game received an HD remake in 2011. The soundtrack was composed by Christopher Harrell and has a world music sound to it, with many different instruments with elements of Arabic string and Indian percussion and songs incorporating Spanish and Bulgarian lyrics. The eclectic mix creates an otherworldly feel which can be both fast-moving and slow-paced, which I enjoyed. The soundtrack does a good job of making you believe in its fictional world. Beyond Good and Evil was directed by Michel Ancel, who created the Rayman series and envisioned Beyond Good and Evil as the start of a new trilogy. Ancel drew on a number of elements for inspiration, such as the works of Hayao Miyazaki and propaganda media. As the game drew closer to its release, several elements changed, such as the presentation, originally resembling a game like Ico to make it more commercially accessible, Jade being a teenager, and a number of exploration sequences that were removed. It's a shame these changes were made, as it would have helped the game stand out more, and this just adds to the debate of how far a developer is willing to go between artistic vision and commercialization. In any event, Beyond Good and Evil was seen as a commercial failure, despite a critically acclaimed reception and even receiving a nomination for Game of the Year in 2004 at the Game Developers' Choice Awards. It's a real shame this game didn't sell as well as it could have, as in my opinion it's a real gem that is often overlooked. As far as replay value goes, there isn't too much to offer after the initial playthrough. There are some extra side missions and quests, and filling in the animal directory does have a Pokemon-esque vibe to it, but outside of that there isn't much else. However, if you're into action-adventure titles, then this one is definitely worth checking out. With a compelling storyline, solid mechanics and an intriguing world, Beyond Good and Evil is a strong game from a developer that never seems to put a foot wrong. Rumours of a sequel have been brewing for years, with Ansel himself saying that the game is in early pre-production. I would definitely play the sequel and really hope it comes out. Well, that's the end of this review. Thanks for watching. For updates on what I'm doing next, be sure to check me out on Facebook and Twitter. I'll be back soon with some more retro gaming goodness, so until then, peace out guys.